Okay, good morning guys. Today we're going to be doing our Mexican street corn or elotes. First thing we want to do is to clean the corn, make sure it's good corn, not bad corn, okay? So a few ways you could clean this. You can cut the tops. It's easy to get rid of all this hair. We want to make sure we have no hair on here. All right, I'm going to grab a rag and show you how to do it easily. Okay, one method is just you want to cut the top off, cut the bottom off where the root is. Just be careful because it could be a little hard. If you pull up and down, you can get most of that hair out, okay? Good. All right, try to get it in the garbage. This hair makes a mess. Now these hairs, we don't want at all. Okay, no matter what you're serving, either make an elote or whatever you're cooking, this is the worst thing that a customer wants in their mouth is the hair. All right, so we got most of it off. But when I used to work in this one restaurant, I used to do cases of these a day. We take a rag and just kind of pull in one direction. I know it's kind of looks weird, but it helps to get all that hair out, okay? So now we have a nice clean one. Just go give it a once over, and then we'll apply everything else, okay? So give me 1 second. Mr. Scott is here. All right, so Mr. Scott came and said hello. So I'm gonna clean the rest of these, and then we're gonna brush them with oil, and then we're gonna season them with our seasoning mix that we made. All right, so now I got my beautiful corn on the cob, nice and clean, no hairs, okay, using that method. Now let's get them seasoned and in the oven. So as per this recipe, you know, we're going to put them in the oven. It'd be nice to do it on a grill, but we don't have a grill right now. On some recipes, they like to tell you use butter. I like to use olive oil. So I'm just gonna put some olive oil on them just lightly, and then just make sure they're all evenly lubed up, okay. And then we're going to use this seasoning mixture that I have. That's good for this instead of just putting salt and pepper. But you want to make sure you have enough oil all over these corns. These corns. These are the elote or the corn on the cob. Okay, I'm going to just take this glove off. And just, this is the seasoning mix here. Come to me for it. It's got a ton of stuff in here. Onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, cumin, salt, pepper, and some other seasonings. And we're just going to take it and like lightly sprinkle it around this. Don't put too much in one space. Just make sure you have enough to cover each thing. Okay. Just evenly distribute these. Now I'm gonna put these in the oven. Okay. For 400 after I put the wooden sticks in them. Okay, let me just season them first. So now that I got my seasoning on, you see here I have these wood skewers that we've used before for apples and other things like that. But you have to make sure they're in water so that when we put them in the oven or on the grill, they won't burn, okay? So we're gonna put these in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes at 400 degrees, okay? And if they don't have enough char, we can finish them on top of the oven. So you're gonna go here carefully and just go right in the center here in the soft spot. And just go straight in, maybe give it a tap. So it's nice and secured like this, okay? One more, okay, right here in that soft spot, okay. Okay, just, so we have these. I'm gonna finish these up and put them in the oven, and then I'll come back. So as my corn is cooking, I have the mixture that I'm gonna brush on the elote before we put our cojita cheese and tajin or our spicy Cheetos or Takis. So this is the sour cream, the mayo, the lime zest, as you see here. Okay, I put a little more juice because the limes we have are a little dry. So just mix it all together, and we're gonna brush these on the corn when they come out of the oven, okay? So that's pretty much it. We're going to use a brush here like this, okay? And I'll show you that in a second. Out they're about done, but if they're not too much color, since we have a barbecue, just go over your heat a little bit, give it a little spin. Don't put it directly on the grates. And you'll see it'll get some nice color, okay? So you can do that to help out since that we have the lack of a barbecue. Okay, now that the corn is still warm, be careful. It may be a little hot. I can handle it. If not, put a rag in your hand. All right, so we're gonna take some of our mixture and we're just going to brush it on lightly, okay? We don't want to put too much. Again, mine looks more because I do double or triple for the demos, okay, and the stuff we give away to everybody who comes looking. You got food, all right? So make sure we have enough on that to adhere. You don't want to glob it on. Just like when you're painting something, you don't want to glob on the paint. Okay, just you want to brush it all around, just so that you get the cotija cheese to stick and the tagine and whatever else you're putting on here. Okay, so I'm just getting the excess off. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Okay, now I got my cotija cheese here. Now we don't have a lot, so I'm going to sprinkle like this instead of like, you know, completely dipping it in. Okay, let the excess fall down. Okay, and these are nice little corns, nice little elotes, elotitos, or whatever. Okay, so spin off some of the excess. Okay, now take some of my, I got my little baby tagine here, season it up like so. Okay, and then I'll show you one how to do with the Cheetos. Okay, try to go, I know I put a lot, kind of go sparing on this stuff here. That's right, I have it there. All right, and that's pretty much our elote right here, our small Mexican street corn. Let me show you how to do the Cheetos one real quick. All right, so with the Cheetos one, I got the flaming hot Cheetos here. The same thing, just apply, just no globs. Make sure there's no globs of mayo or the mixture we made. All right, and just do the same thing. Okay, just spin it around. Okay, do it over a sheet tray so that if you have excess, you know, you can pick it up and use it again. Okay, come see me for the flaming hot Cheetos. Okay. All right. All right. So that's our flaming hot Cheeto version. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you haven't had this before, these are really tasty Mexican street corn called elotes. You can do it different kinds, different toppings as well. So if you do the Cheetos one, it does not get the cotija cheese. Okay, enjoy.